All right, so let's talk about SQL injection. So we'll start with the simple one and maybe do a couple more of these. There are a lot of them, and they of course get more complicated and more hard the further down you go. So we'll set up a lab. Okay, the lab contains a SQL injection vulnerability in the product category filter. Okay, so let's find the product category filter. I see. Here's categories like food and drink, lifestyle, and pets. So again, let me go to burp and clear the old stuff. And then filter for, say, pets. Okay, now I get the information about pets. And this looks like the filter category equals pets. That looks like the category filter. So let's send that to the repeater. My right click is, okay, it's just being slow for some reason. No, I go to repeater. All right. And so supposedly there's SQL injection here. So what if I try putting in an apostrophe? That should create a syntax error. Let's see what that does. Send. In response, now I get an internal server error. Okay. But if I do apostrophe plus or plus 1 equals 1 pound, that might count as a comment, and this might give me all the categories. Let's see what that does. It's still internal server error, so it might be that I need to put in a dash dash as the comment at the end. Let's try that. And that's okay. All right. And now if I render this page, I'll see data pets apostrophe or 1 equals 1 dash dash. And here I'm getting pillows and spice. I think I'm getting all the stuff, not just pets, but other things. So I think that worked. That's an injection that gave me everything. Now let's see what they want me to accomplish with the SQL injection. Let me get back to the instructions. Okay, so to solve the lab, perform an attack that causes it to display one or more unreleased products. Oh, I might have already done that. Although, well, I don't know. Let's see. Yep, I already won. Okay, because I already showed everything with that attack. Let's see what they wanted to do. They said, oh, just that. Plus or 1 equals 1 dash dash. Okay, so that gives you everything, not just one category. And so if there's some other category than the options available, you'll see it. Okay, so that was it for that one. Let's try another one. This one allows login bypass. Oh yeah, that's another common consequence of SQL injection. So let's open up the lab. Log into the application as the administrator. Okay. In the login function, it's got a SQL injection vulnerability. So we're going to need to log in. Let me clean up these old things in the repeater. I don't need them anymore, and they're just confusing. All right, I go to proxy, history, and clear the old stuff. All right, now I want to do the login. So I go to my account. And I'm going to log in with A here and A here. All right. So now I got a login request, which is denied, of course. But I just wanted the login. That's the post login that sends my username and password to the server. So I'm going to send that to the repeater, although, you know, I don't even need burp for this one. Because for this one, I can do the same thing, right? I can do A or 1 equals 1 dash dash, and that will match any username. Oh, and they wanted, and I can put that same thing in for the password, but they told me I'm trying to log in as the administrator. So the username is administrator, and I put this in for the password. A or 1 equals 1, I need an apostrophe. A apostrophe or 1 equals 1 dash dash. That should be always true. So here goes administrator. If I put in that password here, that'll probably get me in, because the password clause will be correct. And I'm in as the administrator, I win. Yeah, that's it. So that's probably what they tell you to do here. Yep. Modify the username to be administrator. Oh, this is an even easier one. Okay, so they say if you do this, then it says it's where username equals administrator and password equals something. But if you just do administrator, quote, dash, dash, it will comment out the password condition. So that's another even simpler way to get in. That's cute. So you can go back here. And here I'm going to log in as administrator. Quote, dash, dash. And the password can be anything. Yep, and I get in. So that's cute. That's another simple bypass. All right. Maybe it's worth doing one more of these. This is going to be union attack determining the number of columns found by the query. So, okay, in the product category filter. Okay, so we want the product category filter again. So here's the categories. So let me clear the old data in the history. Rid of that, whatever that is. Clear history. All right. Now filter by pets. Okay, there's the filter category equal pets. Get rid of this thing that keeps popping up. I don't know what it is. Okay, right click, send to repeater. Okay, there we are. And there's category equals pets. Okay, and now they told me I want to use a union attack to read data from other tables. So the first thing is to find the number of columns. So this would be pets apostrophe union select 1. And I think that would be it. I don't think I need a dash dash or anything. This will be select something or other where category equals pets, union select 1. I'll try to add a 1 to the next column. Let's see what this does. And it's an internal server error, so that probably means the number of columns is wrong. So you do 1, go to request, and now you try 2 columns, 1, comma 1, and send. And now you still have an error, so you try 3 columns. And send that. And now you still get an error, so I'm going to try 4, and then I'm going to have to look at their instructions because maybe I've skipped something. I don't really believe it's more than 4 columns. All right, so none of them worked. Let's try the instructions. Union select null, null. Oh, well, numbers should have worked. But then I need the dash dash at the end. Okay, I didn't think of that. Apparently I need the dash dash. Oh, there's an extra apostrophe I need to get rid of. That's why. So all mine are making arrows. All right, so let me fix that. I do need the dash dash at the end. I think a plus helps too. Sometimes you need a space before it. Let's try that. Okay, that's the ending error. Let's try 4. Let's try 2. Or 3 rather. Let's try 2. No. All right, I'm going to try 1, and then I'm going to have to use exactly what they did and see if I can figure out what I'm doing wrong here. All right, all of mine are broken. They did the category parameter. Oh, dash union select null. Okay, is it the null? Or am I missing a plus sign or something? Let me try and compare mine to theirs. Theirs is this one. And what did I do wrong? I sent pets plus union select 1, and they wanted me to send that. plus union select null. Boy, I'm really not seeing any difference. Now, I could get rid of the pets, but I don't think that matters. Let's see what this does. With a null, I get an error if I do two nulls. Now, I also use numbers instead of nulls, but I don't think that would matter because a number can go into a letter field or a number field. All right, so 3 of these work. So that's the answer. There are 3 columns, but I still don't understand why mine didn't work. Let's try using ones instead of nulls. Maybe numbers are not always acceptable. That's why they use nulls, because a null can be added to any column. I didn't think it would matter. Maybe there's a Boolean column or something. It is. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing to know. You can't use numbers all the time. I thought I could, but one of these columns won't take a number. So the best thing to do when you're just trying to find the number of columns is to use nulls. I've heard that, but I've never seen it happen this way in practice. So there is a column being returned of some type that will not take a number, which I'm guessing would be Boolean. All right, so the answer is 3 columns, and that probably wins that one. Yeah, okay. Anyway, that's an example. That's how you find the number of columns, and there's other things you do in the later challenges. I think that's enough of that. I'll stop this.